Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Premier Draft, whatever this format's called, Murders of Karlov Manor. I honestly have no idea what you're supposed to pick here. Like, all of these uncommons are fine. The rare is really good sometimes. I don't know if it's actually considered to be a good first pick. Draft Sim says no. The Haunch is decent, but I don't think I'd be excited to first pick it. The Leech is really good in the right deck. Draft Sim says not that great. Push Pull is like insane as a finisher, but I don't want to first pick that either, right? Push, oops, spelled it wrong, sorry. Push Pull's okay. I mean, I might just go for like, yuck, I don't know. I mean, hard-hitting questions is removal, and green is good. I don't know, I guess. No, I'm going to just take a common, a green-white common. What are you? Are you the good one or the bad one? You're the bad one. Okay. Case of the Filched Falcon. Wow, this pack is full of kind of green fixing-y stuff, huh? Well, I mean, it would be nice to, like, take the gadget tech and wheel the Case of the Filched Falcon or something, but I think I'm just going to keep drafting green. It's been successful for me the last few attempts, right? The last two green decks did great. And this is a good card in every green deck. Kind of a late shock. Not super late, but late. Late Projector Inspector, I suppose. Deduce, Projector Inspector. I mean, there's a lot of blue here. This just like makes a bunch. It's great in detectives because you have a bunch of detectives. In blue-green evidence, it makes a bunch of evidence. It's like just kind of nice. I think I'll take it. I mean, they went this way is all right. Maybe I'll take it. They went this way. Stick to green for now. I haven't seen any sign that I should get out of green. Cornered Crook. Okay, this, after seeing the shock last pack, this is kind of like, there's some red open if I want it. There's not much I'm missing here in green. The only issue is that, like, this is really more of a red-blue card, but it's just good in any deck. Bite down on crime? Person of interest? I don't think Cold Case Cracker is anything to write home about. Nor Crocodile. I think person of interest. Red seems... Well... No, bite down on crime. I don't have much in the way of removal yet. I don't have any. And it is important to have some. Person of interest is pretty good, though. No, you know what? I'll pick up shocks later. I think red is a great direction to head. Vengeful Tracker's okay. This is okay. This is pretty good. Well, it's not very red-green, is it? I mean, yeah. Let's just grab a green or a red 2-drop. I think red is a color that we should be playing. Tipster, okay, yeah. Gruul today? Red Herring. I mean, not exactly your dream Gruul card. It's more of a Boros card, or even is it? But I'm sure it's fine in green. I don't really want an Airtight Alibi very much. Okay, Vengeful Creeper's alright. Could demand answers, but I'm probably not gonna play this. Knife is okay. Fine, I'll take an Airtight Alibi. We could definitely still be playing Crowd Control Warden as just a double green face down. It's a really big card if you've got, you know, several creatures. This I do not think I will be playing. Pretty good card to go last pick, though, huh? Looks like just a person of interest here, and we'll wheel nothing. Maybe we could wheel Pick Your Poison. I don't think we want Scene of the Crime very badly, and the rest of this is just a dud. I'm not going to grab Lightning Helix. Am I? If I end up with a little bit more fixing, maybe I could splash it, but I don't think I need to. Second one of these we've seen. It's kind of a surprise. Roll Belt Maverick, pretty great. Yeah, if we were doing the blue-green thing, that would be a nice card, but we're not. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with red-green so far. I think I've settled into my color pair. No need to do anything weird. Just take the good cards that are offered in my colors. Ooh. Offender at Large and the Hellion are both okay. The Greenbelt Radical is probably better. I could be convinced any of those three cards were right, though. We seem to be a more, like, small and aggressive Gruul deck. Yeah, really, Fanatical Strength is perfect for Gruul. Really happy to see that. Love the Loxodon. Nothing else I should choose, right? Right. We probably won't need to play the Crowd Control Warden. Although, I mean, Red-Green's theme supposedly is Disguise Creatures, so maybe we'll get support for it. But mostly Red-Green is just like large creatures and damage. Speaking of Trample, I think we take Hustle and Bustle here over Scene of the Crime and Gadget Tech. This card looks great. Okay, I guess I should take one way to destroy enemy creatures. Sad to pass a Vitugazi Inspector. Okay, Do I want a Scene of the Crime? Just to, like, have a land that you can draw eventually? I think Pick Your Poison is fine. Wow, Rubble Belt Maverick Wheels. This is such a great card. I will not commit any slimes against humanity today. What are you? Get a leg up? That's fine. Dogwalker, though? Probably gotta be Dogwalker. What is this? Millstone. Oh my goodness. Okay. Could take another Hustle and Bustle. That could wheel, though. Dogwalker is a hot topic. Even if we can't ever play it face up. Like, you never want to play it face up anyway. Ooh, Izoni. I could splash for that. Kind of regret not taking the tap land now. They went this way. Maybe I'll get something else. God, I don't know. It's so good. But I think I just need a shock more. Like, it might not be easy to fit this into the deck, and I want to be aggressively keeping control of the board early on. I don't know if I have time for that. This guy's kind of scary. I think I am very happy to take it over Hellion. A third shock or a third person of interest. Spoiled for choice here. I think it's the third shock. Concealed weapon? Like, we are the deck that is supposed to want this. But shock is a good card. Person of interest is good. My curve could use more threes. Maybe I will take a concealed weapon. Okay. Big trample creature. Seems good. Nice to have an offender at large. World Soul's Rage, huh? No, gotta be Nervous Gardener. I mean, I don't know. This is probably pretty good. I don't really need the fixing from Nervous Gardener. It's just a 2/2 that draws a land, which is great, obviously. But I don't have much removal. This is large removal, and we do have ways to get lands into the graveyard. It could happen. Detective's Satchel. I don't have enough artifacts to really make this good. It's wild that it's pick 8, though. I think I'm still not running either of these public thoroughfares. I didn't take anything that I want to splash. If I'd taken the satchel, like, I guess I could, but I don't have... Ooh, hello. But I... Jeez, really? I just don't have enough artifacts to make the satchel all that good, I don't think. It's alright all by its own, right? 2 clues and 2 thopters eventually. But it's not, like, amazing. Well, well, well. Nothing up here I want to bring in. Lots of spells, so perfectly flexible. Like lots of choices. I can cut lots of meh cards. Yeah, so my 3 slot is composed entirely of disguised creatures, of which there are plenty. I don't think Crocodile really needs to stay. I don't think this needs to stay. Or the Vengeful Creeper. I can just run these. That should be okay. How about Cornered Crook? Do I have much that, like, actually does anything? Oh, Knife is a little weak, maybe? I have, like, 2 ways to make clues. Unless you count Red Herring and Knife. I think Cornered Crook ended up not being so hot. Running one of these is fine. Oh, Scene of the Crime. That is a clue that I wouldn't mind sacking with Cornered Crook sometimes. Huh. Overall, I don't think I want it, though. $16 creatures. Okay. Oh, I have a lot of shock. I have a couple shocks. I said I didn't have much in the way of removal when I took World Soul's Rage, but I guess I do have some shocks. I think the Knife is not a very good idea. I do still want Hustle and Bustle. $18 lands is probably correct here. Airtight Alibi is not that impressive. Pick your poison. I don't know. I don't need... I think for flyers I can just shock them, hopefully. I just want to run a lot of creatures in this deck. Get rid of the World Soul's Rage as well. Vengeful Tracker is kind of meh, but like also it's a 2-drop, which there's not a lot of in this format, and it's like an actual. It's a 2/2, right? It's not one of these 1/3s or something. It can attack. I don't want to get rid of it. I don't have to. Vitu-Ghazi Inspector. I mean, I don't have that many ways to get evidence into the graveyard, so this is often just a 2-mana 1/3. But when it's not, it's great. Maybe I don't need They Went This Way? Like, what am I ramp? I have plenty of 4-mana plays already. I don't have much to do with 5 mana. Well, I can turn up some of my disguise creatures. Yeah, let's just say my curve is doing fine without They Went This Way. Sure. 0 3-mana spells. Well, that's what the disguise is for. Oh, we need new deck art. Excuse me. What sort of deck do you call this, then? It is a Person of Interest deck. What card is this art from? It makes me think of, like, Light Up the Stage or one of those other Spectacle cards. But I assume it's from a more recent set than that, right? Like, the current set, presumably, and I just don't know what card it is? Huh. Oh, this never happens. I remembered to go check my dailies before I started matches, so I can reroll into red-green. Okay, I'm already set. Take me in. Versus Arsan. Sure. I guess. I mean, I have Shock and Disguise creatures. It's not incredible. Alright, that helps a lot, because now I can cycle this for a 4th land on 2. Oh, I should have played this first so I could Shock. I thought... I don't know what I thought. Of course it was right to do that. Shoot. This is so bad. I took 2 damage for no reason, and I haven't gotten to cycle this, although it's now starting to look like I don't want to cycle it. I want to just play it on turn 6. Now they've got 4 lands already. And stuff to do on 3. We'll see. Let's get this out there. It costs 5, so if it dies, I can collect evidence with the Vitu-Ghazi Inspector. I'll happily trade into your, what, Nervous Gardener or something? Or into your Combat Trick. Yep. It's looking like I do want to cycle this after all, right? Just, well, I guess there are 2 plays I could make this turn without having to cycle this. Playing this face up is a little bit of a bummer. Maybe it's fine, though. It's certainly cheaper to play it and equip it than it is to disguise it and flip it. So if you don't care about it being a creature or the shock value. Interesting. I could equip and swing, but I don't think I want to. I guess I am going to cycle this after all. Hopefully the double strike is going to be scary. If I can put the concealed weapon on this and then like a turn later flip it, that would be pretty cool. Okay. A 4/4 is a bit scary. That's also very scary. I am having large problems today, it would seem. I think we're gonna have to chump something here with the Vitu-Ghazi Inspector. And then I can hopefully get them with like the mother of all combat tricks by flipping this thing. No! My dude! Well, yeah, I mean that makes sense. I was pretty far behind. I needed something good to happen. I don't mind playing into something like that, just hoping they don't have removal. That was the best way I could see to possibly get out of this, and it didn't work, so I think we're about ready to concede here. I mean, there's nothing in the deck, right? Yeah. No blocks. Because my daily is to attack with creatures, and I think kill creatures, so we'll do that. And also to cast red spells. Oh, I forgot it has that effect. Alright, GG. Yeah, honestly, I just play Bustle as like 6 mana on the job with Trample, but turning a creature face up is potentially very powerful. Hoovy? Okay, this is a great hand. An insanely great hand. Rollbelt Maverick into Red Herring and then Dogwalker, right? And I have the right lands to flip the Dogwalker even. I need more mana, more than I want a Person of Interest, I think. There's a lot of lands in the deck. I'll keep this to have a 4 mana play. I've turned 3 and 4 to draw it, so... What a wild mountain art. Got their own fish. Okay, the race is on, huh? Holding the 1/1 to block what, I wonder? Counter on the 1/1. Flip the Dogwalker? Counter on the 1/1. Disguise this? Just play Person of Interest? I think I like counter on the 1/1. And I guess I kind of have to flip the Dogwalker because those 1/1s are so juicy. But I guess I can swing first because I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. They'll probably block with their own disguise creature. No, they won't. What is this? Okay. So I don't have to flip the Dogwalker then. Sure, okay, that was just a 2/2, but I don't understand the double block. Doesn't it just make you even more exposed to combat tricks compared to single blocking? Anyway, Gamble's exciting. Who knows what they're looking for. With 4 cards in hand, they'll probably get to keep whatever it is, but they might discard something else important. Mountain? Okay. Gamble was a 1-mana demonic tutor, probably. Okay, this is a great combat trick to have at the moment. No flippy uppies, I believe. Right, we got him miserable. Really regretting suspecting that fish, I suspect. Would have loved to be able to just block a 2-2 with it. Oh, but you can't. Right, it always has to attack. Never mind. Of course, it loves being suspected. Alright, here comes Lethal. Have fun. Another Basilica Stalker. Wait, is that what... Why is that revealed? Is that what the face down card was? Yeah, okay. It doesn't usually show up here as a revealed card when something dies. Oh, but at the end of the game, they have to reveal their morphs. I see. And that actually counts as a revealed card, weirdly. Okay, sure. I don't know what this art is either. Is it a land? I don't know. Okay, I mean, not perfect, but I can shock Dogwalker. So I might miss turn 2, but good news. I might just shock on turn 2. Oh, never mind. Hand got better. Bite down on crime is fine. That is a good card. No tax, obviously. Okay, 3 mana for a 1/2 draw a card. Pretty cool stuff. Another shock, huh? I think I'll just play a Person of Interest and pass again. The third mountain will let me... By the way, I think when I played the second forest, I should have played a mountain instead. Because I'd rather have forest triple mountain for something like Flip Dogwalker Shock. Just didn't see that mistake at the time. Or see this possible use of my mana, I guess. It's a Dogwalker, sure. Roosevelt Maverick, great blocker. I would trade this for a Dogwalker in a heartbeat. I suspect I'm getting combat tricked, but I'll trade this for a combat trick too. Great. Let's see. So I want to shock that, I want to flip the Dogwalker, and I want to put a counter on something, probably. Let's shock first. I think I want to put the counter here so that the Dogwalker can attack as a 4-2 instead of a 3-1. Just about out of gas, so this bite down on crime better kill something relevant. Oh, this is a fun thing to play early, I guess. Yeah, unless I want to spend 6 mana biting down on this, which, let's be honest, I probably do. Yeah. It would be nice to punish them for trying to draw a card, but... I think let's aim at my suspected 2/2. Yes. Sure. Because now the double block of the 2/2 would have been like decent. They could double block like this and lose just the Novice Inspector. They can't do that now that this is a 4/2. They can double block like that, of course, but they lose both creatures. I think it makes more sense to block the Dog Walker if you're going to do that. Or this. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. But in that case, like, I don't know. The 1/2 is good at, like, blocking any of this stuff, but it can only block one of them. So, I don't really care what they do here. Sure. Yeah, that's the right block, of course. I didn't think it through, but you're right. Of course that's what you should do. It's a pretty big creature. I don't like that. Bustle? Ooh. It's pretty cool. Let's play this, make them sack the clue first. Disguise this and then flip it next turn for a big fright. Actually, attack all was almost lethal. No, they're at 4, not 2. That's a lot of stuff. Wow, that's brave. Okay, no blocks. Attack all, right? Ooh, even better? No, I can't do these both, right? Yeah. So attack all. I mean, that's pretty committal. I should figure out whether it's right. It's probably not, right? They have good blocks for most of this stuff. I can attack with the 2/2 Menace, but they double block here and just lose an Inspector. Huh. Well, this is 6 trample. They have to block this with a ton of toughness. With like 3 creatures, right? I think attack all is probably okay. Okay, that's fine. I think you should block with the 1/2 instead of the 2/2, though. Okay, sure. Yeah, I think this is working. Oh, right. Yeah, and this can't block, of course. Okay. Get in for 7. Surely the 1/1's going to block something. I mean, this is really tough for them. I don't know what you're supposed to do. What, you play around this being a trampler or around me having a pump for everything? Like, maybe this is put a 1/1 counter on all your guys. Although I think they got 7 to flip. That attack with the 4/5, I don't know. I mean, like I said at the time, it's brave when you're at 4, but I don't mean that it's wrong necessarily. Sometimes brave means wrong. But it's also like they're on 4 life. They have to... If they just sit there and wait until they're in an overwhelming enough board position that they can attack safely, I'll draw something that kills them, right? I don't think it's unreasonable for them to attack and say, well, better start putting him on a clock and hope he doesn't have anything. And then I did have something. But, yeah, I mean, you need to start getting some damage in so that you can end the game before I draw a way to kill you. I don't think that's an unreasonable choice. Given what I had, you know, given what my disguise creature was, I was very happy with that decision, but I don't think it was necessarily the wrong decision. Now K. Nauk. Alright, this is great. We got a shock on 1. Although probably... Yeah, I mean, shock their 2-drop. Makes sense. I'm on the draw. And then Vitukazi Inspector, Dogwalker. Great. This is only on turns face up, right? Yeah, of course. It'd be insane if it applied when you ETB. No, don't Vitukazi Inspector me! How dare you! Play a 2/2. I don't even really want to shock that, honestly. I'll save it for a creature that matters and doesn't give them graveyard value. Oh, it's the Vitukazi Inspector. Look at that. They surveilled 2, kept 1, ditched this. Looking for land, I guess. Because this would be a great early game play, but they don't want that. Maybe they just want a lot of evidence in the yard. Simic likes that kind of thing. Collect evidence 3. Well, I mean, a really extreme choice would be to hustle this and then shock it. I don't think that's a very good idea. I think I still just play the Dogwalker. But Vitukazi Inspector on shock is also probably not crazy. Or Vitukazi Inspector hold up shock anyway. this is this is probably something they can get a lot of evidence out of to pump this, which I don't appreciate. So maybe I just flip Dogwalker and hustle the collector. Swing at him. Force a block. Before this gets too big. I'm 2 for 1ing myself, but I get the dogs. It's not very mana efficient though either. Maybe I just play a person of interest and say, fine, if you can find a way to get evidence on this, good for you. So we're not that far from kicking off a pretty good bustle. What is this? This is from the list, I guess, right? Creature tokens have flying. And you can turn your tokens into 4/4s. Huh. Okay. You know... I think I might just shock one of their 2/2s. This turn. And then have a huge ass bustle. The thing is I also... Shoot, I should have tapped double green. Because I also wanted to flip up the Dogwalker this turn. But then I can't shock anything meaningful anyway. Okay, I guess I just won't shock. But I should have tapped double green. Yeah, I mean, Bustle's gonna be busting. I don't think they can really make tokens with this. Oh god, Counterspell would send me into the stratosphere. It's just a Bubble Smuggler. I love it. Come on, swing. I dare you. Okay. I get it. They want this to, you know, they want to be able to activate its graveyard ability, but I think we have just about lethal coming up, right? Like, this is 20-something damage. I'm not sure exactly how much. 21, 24, 20, 22, 23, 25 damage? Yeah, so you're dead. You only have 5 power to block, 5 toughness to block with, and it all has trample. So it was important to flip the Dogwalker last turn, even though Bustle says you can turn a creature you control face up, because the dogs come in tapped, and even if they weren't tapped, like, they can't attack the turn they're summoned, obviously, like any creatures. So flip the Dogwalker last turn so that you get the dogs to swing this turn. Tapping red was foolish. I should have tapped double green for Vitugazi, obviously, and then I would have been able to shock their face for a little extra damage if necessary. But it wasn't. Alright, I love when you get to 20 to 0 them in one turn. They're like, oh, I did it. I got my 6/5. Now this red-green deck is going to buckle. Ha ha ha. No, it's going to bustle, baby. Amaranta. Who is this even? I don't know. I'm not too immersed in the lore. I don't know who anybody is. This is fine. I mean, finding a mountain is obviously important. But I have a Tunnel Tipster to make sure I can play a Disguised Creature on 3 even if I miss. I just want a 4/4. Although, if I put it in face down, this gets a counter. I think a 4/4 is too important to miss. Why is everybody playing red-green? It's not a good color pair. I don't usually run into a bunch of red-green losers like me. This is like the second or third, isn't it? Probably just second. What does Draft Sim? Not Draft Sim. What does 17 Lands say? Details. Red-green, red-black, red-white, blue-green, and now a second red-green. Here's hoping they don't have a way to deal with a 4/4. Although playing a single Disguised Creature looks like it deals with a 4/4, right? Because it makes this into a 2/2 and they have another 2/2. I have Fanatical Strength, so I'd be okay. Hey, we did it. Swing, I guess? I'm not going to just bolt this. Or shock, rather. Not unless I have a reason. They seem like they must have some plan to deal with my 4/4. The way they like left up mana and been thinking, like I'm sure they have something to do for 3, and if they're not doing it, it's because they need to deal with my 4/4 instead. So I want to keep Fanatical Strength up. Yes, tap like that, because I still have access to green. And this leaves up access to red. So what's the play? Galvanize or something? No, just nothing. 4 mana, nothing? That just can't be so. You have all blue cards or something? Well, I'm glad I chose to play the 4/4. What is this? You wish to kill my tipster. I could stop it. I could Fanatical Strength. But I don't care. Go ahead. I guess I could have tapped it for green on the way, but I can't use the green mana, so what's the point? I still don't think I want to shock this. Just play a Person of Interest. It's not crazy, maybe, to flip this up at some point, but now is definitely not the right point because it just does 3 damage instead of 2, but it eats up my whole turn. It's 4 winning combats that the opponent didn't think you were going to win. Let's see. I think we just swing all, right? Yeah. I have a concealed weapon. Even better. This is a 7/7, it turns out, with trample. And you're dead? Okay, I don't know what they held up all 4 of that mana for and then never did anything, but whatever it was, they probably died with it in hand, so it was the wrong play. Maybe they were just torn up about whether they were going to cycle the 6/5 and decided not to. It's possible. But that would suggest everything else in their hand was not playable, which is still a big surprise. Surfer. Okay. Sure. I have a Cluefish, a 3-mana play, and a 4-mana play. Can't be much pickier than that. I am wondering if I should run more mountains than forests, actually. Because I keep finding myself with like Dogwalker and Shock. And needing more mountains than I have. Okay, they just drew this. Or no, they played this. Huh. It's interesting. They played a tap land. Could they have played this? It's not totally clear. I guess it would surely be better to play this turn 1 and then pass turn 2 than to play this, to pass turn 1 and play this turn 2. So they must have just drawn either the mountain or this on turn 2. What is this? Okay. Double Maverick could be something, I guess. Versus just playing. No, I want to play a face down. I want to spend my mana efficiently, of course. I'll always play a face down. This is this is not telling a consistent story. Like, what is this red-green disguise creatures but really, really slow clues? I don't know. I see. What? Wait, what? You don't have to. Up to 1. You just blew up your red... Okay, but... okay, they wanted to thin their deck. Sure. Alright. Alright. Well, my Cluefish is going to have a rough day if it attacks. I mean, I guess I'll surveil first in case somehow that changes my mind. No, I don't know. No blocks. What do you know? I think they absolutely should have blocked, because if I had a trick, I would have attacked with this as well. But now, I can actually, like, I could deal with this 4/4 now. The fact that it was threatening to block my red herring and, like, cramp my whole turn was a big deal. But now I'll have the 5 mana to flip up the Offender at large, and anything can kill a 4/4. They're just gonna attack. Okay, let's race. I'm a psycho. You can't catch me. The damn gingerbread man. What is happening? Oh. Oh. I'm not a psycho anymore. Well, I could play my own 4/4. But I'm not that far away from flipping it face up, right? Giving all my stuff +1/+1 and trample. Let's see what's on top. Yo. Those are cards. I can just bustle next turn if I want. Okay, that encourages playing the 4/4. Face up. Okay. I guess I could play it as a 2/2 face down and still played the Maverick, but like that would give me more creatures to put count to bustle, I guess. But I'd be attacking, I don't know, I guess it would be a little better maybe. Let's get bustling. Concede? Like you can no longer win, right? Red-green does not have counterspells in it, so... This Cluefish has done an amazing job. It's clipped in for so much damage. Like, it attacked every turn from 2 through 6. So it had done 8 damage even before this bustle turn. Because they were too afraid to block it with a 4/4. I think if they block the fish, it just, like, the whole game changes. And I think if you, like, look at what I did, it's sort of clear that I don't actually have a combat trick, so you should block. But they were just afraid of letting their rare die, so... Now, this person's name is Karmasem, but backwards it's Mesa Mrak? Me-Sam Rak? I don't know. Clearly it's not meant to be read backwards, it just... gave me a bit of a chuckle. Ooh, detectives coming up. Okay. When do I want to play this is my question. It would kind of be nice to just like have a 2/2 I can throw at him. Yeah? And I don't have much use for 4 mana yet. But I want like on turns 3... On turn 3 I want to play one of these face down. And then on turn 4 it'd be kind of cool to flip it, right? So I guess I have to get this down so I can start getting the counters. Yeah, that makes sense. Even though the mana's kind of going to waste. No plays? You're a blue-white deck. What's wrong with you? Swing for 1. Go get him. Reasonable doubt. Am I going to be a coward? I don't think so. I was a slight coward, because I'd rather have this one on the board than this one, but I thought it was very reasonable they might be countering this. I mean, I kind of want to just play this, but let's see. I think they won't block, and then I won't flip. That's my plan. Yeah. And now I'm just a huge threat. Which is good, because I don't have any follow-up. This is it. Are we at 5 wins or 6? It's 5, right? Yeah. This is a huge position. No equip. What are they holding up? It's not just reasonable doubt, it's more. Huh. Okay, well. You figure it out. Okay, I have to flip this one. Bounce? That would be a pretty good answer. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna bounce right out of this damn table, he says. See you later, I'm gonna bounce. Okay. Who knows what this deck was? What was this card? Dogwalker. Dogwalker plus something, where they surely would have just put the thinking cap on. Huh. It's a mystery. No turn 2, no turn 4. Thinking cap, Dogwalker, die. Boy, I'm looking at the 17 land summary of this deck. This deck's performance, right? We lost game 1, we've won the rest, and you know, we've been on the play 3 times and on the draw 4 times, so sure. But I just, you know, number of turns, 8, 6, 8, 6, 6, 6, and now this one was 5. These are short games. This is supposed to be a mid-rangey kind of deck, but I mean, the games are going faster than they do with aggro decks, it seems like. Not even any double-digit game lengths. Alright, nobody seems to be here. By the way, speaking of number of turns per game, that last one was the shortest yet. Game ended turn 5. Yes, I guess I accept this. If I don't draw land in a few turns, it'll be a little bit annoying, but this should fix that problem. Huh. Wow, this is an interesting choice. I guess I want to play ramp on turn 2, and then that's basically as good as a land. Means I don't get my 2/2 out there, but I think that's okay. So I can play Disguise Creature on turn 3, Dogwalker or something. So in some ways it's better than a land. Well, better than it's a 2/2 that's also a land, right? Opponent's white and green. Okay. I mean, V2 Kazi Inspector wouldn't even have been a bad draw with, like, Panther, but I want lands. Tunnel Tipster was the rare spell that was so good it would be takeable over a land here. Good. Okay, okay. I love it. Now what? Just play a Disguise Creature, right? Could swing with the 1/1. Threatening Fanatical Strength. I think that's okay. Let's try to get in for one here. This isn't even that suspicious because, like, I wouldn't mind getting this in the graveyard usually. I'm happy to get rid of that, and I have an okay follow-up. I have another, okay. This I can't do so much about. I guess I should have played this first in case it changes my decision about what to play next. Forest. That looks pretty sick. Right? Forest would let me play Disguised Creature and flip this, and then on the next turn I could play it. Yeah, give me both forests, please. Uh-oh. That's huge. What the hell? That shouldn't be allowed. No. Bad. Bad auto-tapper. Play it like this, please. Let everybody know this is a dog walker. I mean, Bustle is, like, lethal as soon as I draw it. But obviously there's no guarantee I'll draw it anytime soon, so we may need another plan. What are you putting the counter on? Itself, I guess? Okay. I'll double block here, I think. Actually, I could double block here, even better, right? Maybe I'll just block with everything but this? Just in case of combat tricks. Which they probably have, because this isn't a good attack otherwise. It's too bad they know this is a dog walker, so they can order blockers accordingly, but... 7 damage. Okay, so let's see. If I go straight to damage, I'm losing these two. If I flip, I'm also losing just these two, but I'm getting 2 dogs. Okay, they apparently didn't know it was a dog walker because they ordered blockers wrong, I think. Three-two double strike trample. Not actually all that good at the moment. I think I'll just play a 6-5. I'll happily block a 6-5. Use my 6-5 to block their 5-5, I think. If they're gonna make me, that's even better. That one. Okay, they're not attacking, I guess. Bustle? Bustle GG? They are attacking. Okay, well, I don't think I have any, like, counter-lethal going on here. But putting 2 counters on this and then flipping it if I draw a land would be pretty cool. I guess I could have kept this alive, try to make it a 7-6. And be able to block their 5-5 safely, but I think that's coward talking. Like, don't do that, that's wimpy. Can't do that for too long. Five-4 double strike is very frightening. Don't bite down on crime. Oh no. You can't top deck like that. That's illegal. Swing with everyone, man. Don't be a wimp. Oh, I guess if you did that, maybe I would kill you. Yeah, okay. I mean, technically it's only 7, but... I mean, my outs here... It's mostly just bustle, right? Bite down on crime would be good, but I don't think it would win. That's the reason I'm not, like, insta-chumping, right? This... Chumping for 6 is better than this dog is likely to be able to do, but also... I want to make sure I'm still... It's only better by, like, 2 life. I think I'll wait. 1 life, really, because this is... I'm willing to block with just 5. I want to keep open the chances for drawing... Keep my heart open to the possibility of drawing bustle a bit sooner, is all. Also, I have decent blocks for their 4-5, I guess. Okay, maybe my out is just drawing another big creature? No. Fanatical Strength would be the worst. Okay, Airtight Alibi. This wipes my whole board, but I don't get blown out. Alright, I mean, it had to happen eventually. There had to be one game where I would draw too many lands. I think it's pretty hopeless here. Yeah, alright, I'll let you attack me with that. And we'll move on to the final game. Are you gonna make me block the wolf? I guess I was hoping I could kill something, but... Well... I mean... We were very all in on this Trampler, this double striker, and it didn't work. But, like, they had 0 cards in hand. They top-decked Bite Down on Crime. I think it was very reasonable to be quite all in on it. Because they had these 5/5s that were just going to kill me if it didn't live. Like, what else could I do? I guess, like I said, I could have tried turning my 6/5 into a 7/6. But then they could just kill that, right? I don't think it would have been a much better position. This is fine. Vidugazi Inspector into a disguise card with a combat trick. Sure. I never did go back and reconsider adjusting my land ratio. Well, who knew this was in the deck? I haven't seen anyone analyze the pollen recently. Okay, this will be fun. We got the evidence deck. Meanwhile, I'm running Gruul, like, 1/3s. Not the kind of thing Gruul likes to do. Does this matter? I'm probably going to play the other one next turn, so in that case, no. This is the one I'm more likely to... I mean, if when I flip this, it at least kills a clue. I don't know. Like, let's play this one. I don't have any idea which is better. The art on this island kind of reminds me of Dominion's Moat card. Somehow. Man, that's... Okay, Shock's a great draw. We might still be in this after all. Full steam ahead? Yeah, I mean, I have combat tricks, I have a flippable dude. Okay, this is sort of the worst. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll try this. Unauthorized exit would be pretty devastating. Everything else probably okay. Oh. That was not okay. I sort of forgot these were forests. They looked kind of like swamps. But, I mean, nobody really plays around this anyway. It's so hard to play around. It's just a huge problem. And they're going to flip this to some gigantic monster, right? Maybe I'm supposed to chump with a 2/2? I don't know. Oof. That was the sound of all my bones breaking at once. Well... I don't know. Looking pretty bad. I guess I can get a lot of 1/1s to block with, so maybe I just flip the Dog Walker pre-combat. My mouse is like acting up as if there's something blocking the laser. Like I can't quite move it. It gets stuck. I don't know. Okay, and then swing with everyone? I can chump with the Dog Walker next turn. And then I'll have 1/1s to chump with. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to hold back the 1/3 so I could chump with it instead. But then I get less damage in, and that does seem kind of important. We need to kill them, like, very soon. We are not winning the long game. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. I mean, they don't need that to beat me right now, but this is a heck of a showcase of good blue-green cards. If I shock the coat, I still have enough mana to flip up the weapon, which gets in for a lot of damage. How much damage? I don't know. Because it matters. It affects whether I can afford to attack with everyone or not. Well, I think I go for this. Well, it's not really much different than shocking their face, is it? Yes, I get to keep more creatures alive. Really? Okay. I guess I could still pay, though, right? If I wanted. Because a 5/2... I could just block like V2 Gazi Inspector. Okay, you should have let me pay the ward first, obviously. I have to attack with quite a bit. I think all of this makes sense. Maybe the 1/1s are just too easy for them to block effectively, so I don't do that. Hope to draw Bustle soon or something. / use them as jumpers. But then what does this even accomplish? Not much, right? This lets them lethal me with just Crocodile as long as they kill the 3/1, which they can. I guess I have to go for something like this? Getting in for 1... 3, 4... I think I flipped the Offender at Large to kill the coat thing. And then +2/+0 on this doesn't help, so I guess I send it face. Okay. If they had 1 less life, maybe I should have attacked with this? No, but then I'd be dead, so... Because this being able to give anything +3/+0 means if they were at 4, like 1 damage getting in would be lethal. But obviously, I can't afford to have attacked for 1 more this turn. Maybe on some previous turn I missed a damage. Could have shocked their face, obviously. Maybe that was the mistake? If they don't have any more creatures, I do get them, right? Okay. Well, no. Oh my god, it's Bustle. Okay. Okay. I mean, if this is a counterspell, I'm dead, right? Because if I swing with all, it looks like lethal. I get in for 2, and then I give something +3/+0. The problem is that relies on them blocking the morph. Although, I guess they probably would, right? Oh, if I bustle, I can turn the morph face up if I want? Does that even make sense? Well, no. If bustle resolves, I'm winning, so that doesn't matter. So if I swing with all this and they block here, the obvious thing to do, then I do get them. Wow. I think they could easily have a counterspell. I'm going to go for the no spells lethal. Got him. Unless they have a bounce or something. I guess I should have aimed it here. Okay. Well, I'm dead. Would bustle have worked? I think so. Yeah, definitely. Well, no, because that would exactly cancel out this, and I'd be just attacking. I'd get in for 2. Okay, neither thing was gonna work. Well, I mean, I don't have any serious regrets that game. You know, it would have been nice if things had worked out a little better. What happened to you? You must have gotten, like, shocked or something? Not shocked, but... Oh, you got countered, I think. Yeah, that was really rough. I don't think I did anything hugely wrong. Just made okay plays and lost. That's life. 6 wins, quite a respectable deck. Result. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.